Hi, I'm Ed,
Hello, I'm Dan.
Hey, I'm Ren.
and welcome to Unsolicited.
Unsolicited.
That is not the song. That is fucking Dan. That's not the song.
Yeah, what's the boom chicka boom thing?
Ooh, what are you doing? It's like a cross between porn, jazz, and John Philip Sousa.
I want to see that. Show.
What?
Where's that streaming?
All right. I thought I had our episode ready. Oh, I got one. Here we go. Oh, Jesus. A little long-winded. Whatever. Oh, my God. Now I'm not reading that. Sorry, I had one.
Save
Yeah,
it
Yeah,
for
you don't
the-
have to read them. You just got to look at how big the thing is and then just skip.
Yeah, save
you
it for
know.
Books Unplugged if it's that long. The book, then you can review the book and the movie of it.
Yeah, that is going to be. All right. What letter should it start with? Give me that. Pick a letter in the alphabet.
D.
Oh, come on. D? Dickhead. D is for dickhead.
Dude, just choose something, man.
No, I'm looking for one that starts with a
Maybe
D
another
now.
episode where it doesn't start until 10 minutes in.
I like those episodes. All right. All right. Oh, this is perfect. Do we have to invite plus ones to our wedding?
Oh, okay.
This is Dear Wendy, by the way. This is Dear Wendy.
Oh, Dear Wendy. Oh, yeah.
She doesn't have dates on this stuff.
We did a
Just
couple of Dear Wendy's before, Ren, and she's got a great prose to her. The way she
Dear
writes.
Dan's in love with Wendy. He's his new favorite. It was Dorothy Dix for a while. Now it's Wendy. My fiance and I just got engaged and have decided on a smaller wedding, and found a venue that we love. It only holds a small number of people though, and we're finding it hard to trim our guest list, especially when it comes to plus ones. We have tons of friends who are in long-term relationships, but we've only met their significant others once or twice. What about married spouses we haven't met? We're at that age where most of our friends are married or in long-term relationships. And with that plus ones, our guest list is almost twice as long. It's not that we want to exclude plus ones, but there is literally no space in our venue. Please help. Signed, newly engaged.
Well, I don't get the gist of it. So they're just saying if it's okay to not invite
Like,
plus ones.
plus, like a significant other or just a date. Like they don't want to just you yourself, no date,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
we want our friends there, but not. Yeah, she wants
but
to know if
not
it's
their
okay.
not
Not
our friends. I guess.
so they're saying so. Are
no,
they
not our
saying
friend, not our
you
friends.
must be married.
Wives.
to come?
Wives, yeah.
No, even then
Yeah.
they're like, I don't know if we want the married other person. They're like, I don't know if we want that.
Right.
So
I
they
mean,
don't
Oh,
have
yeah.
any friends that are both people in a couple. They just always
They
like one
only
person.
see the husband only sees the male
If someone's in a
friends.
couple, you got to pick one. Then that's your friend. The other one, fuck them. What is that?
I was thinking this was like a 5, but I'm gonna give it a 4. It's just dumb. It's just dumb all around.
It's
It's
absurd.
Like this is their wedding conundrum.
I'm gonna give it an 8 just to be contrarian. I don't like the question.
Right.
I just don't like that you guys don't
You
like it.
just want to throw off the data. Is that
of
it?
course, there's
Huh?
got to be somebody.
All right, there we go. So Ren, what's your number? Give us a number.
Like a 3. It's just
A
absurd.
3, a 4, and an 8. All right. Here's the answer. Since you're newly engaged, congrats, by the way. I'm going to cut you a little slack and assume you haven't delved too far in the world of wedding planning yet. Surely, if you had, if you'd perused even a few wedding blogs, magazines, and guidebooks, 2 things would be abundantly clear by now. 1, while the rules of etiquette are slightly flexible on inviting plus ones for single friends who aren't in serious relationships, they are rigid when it comes to inviting the spouses and live-in partners of guests. And 2, sometimes the venue, dress, cake, ring, DJ, etc. that you love simply won't work out for a variety of reasons: price, size, availability, and you have to make a few compromises. Matter of fact is you cannot get away with inviting people to your wedding without extending an invitation to their spouses or long-term partners. It simply isn't done. Not only will some people assume your invitation was improperly addressed and bring their significant others anyway, they'll think you're a giant turd if they figure out your invitation was properly addressed and you really did mean to exclude the very people they're married to, live with, have been dating for an eternity. This This is doubly true for any guests you may invite who live out of town or don't know your other guests very well, if at all. Can you imagine having to travel out of town and not be able to bring your spouse, have your spouse come with you because he or she isn't invited, to pay for travel expenses, wedding attire, and a gift, and not to have the privilege of bringing your significant other along for the ride is going to make your once close friends a tad resentful. And who wants to start a marriage with that kind of baggage? As hard as it may be to accept that you need to make room in your wedding for people you may not know well, if only because they are closest to the people you do know well, if you can't trim your guest list down to include all the significant plus ones at your preferred venue of choice, you're going to have to pick another venue. It's early in your planning, and this is just one of many compromises you'll have to make to have the perfect wedding, because as you'll soon learn, a perfect wedding isn't about having your preferred everything. It's about creating space where love can be celebrated. And trust me, it will be much easier for your friends to celebrate your love if the love they have for their significant others is shown a little respect.
All right.
Does she have like a word count quota or something?
Yeah, what like it was
Like,
covered in the
she
first.
answered it right off the top, and I was like with her. Boom,
Yeah,
right.
I was out totally. I was like,
Yeah.
that's cool, great, good job.
Then 5 minutes later, god damn.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the score was just going down. As
Yeah, it was too long. It was too long.
Yeah. It was too long. I'm gonna give this a 3. A, it was too long. B, she kind of answered the question, but not really. You know.
What do you mean? She answered the question.
But then also, there was other things that's like she could have brought up that would be
She
a little bit more.
she didn't bring up eloping.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I
mean,
mean, if you don't
I
want to
guess-
invite the plus ones, just don't invite anybody.
I
You
guess
ain't
a
gonna invite
wedding
anybody.
where you don't bring your spouse, and a limited plus one. What is that? Just like code for like massive swinger party or something?
yeah, it's so absurd and it doesn't make sense at all. So I mean,
Oh.
they answered it right away, and then were nice about it, and then kept going into some kind of moralistic bullshit, like going on and on. It was like all you had to say is it doesn't make any sense. You can't, unless you only know like 3 people and they've never gone out with anybody before. Then
Yeah,
it
you
doesn't
gotta
make
let
sense.
you gotta let partners go to
At
weddings.
that
That's
point, you're
ridiculous.
just like, okay, have a small
Yeah.
wedding. Only you're really, 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 really,
Yeah,
really,
just don't
really
invite-
good
yeah.
friends.
Yeah, with their partners.
Yeah.
I just don't
partners,
understand.
Part-
I don't understand the assumption that anybody that comes to their wedding, they don't have friends of both part of the couple. If anybody, that just means they don't have very many friends. They have like 2 or 3
Maybe
friends.
maybe they're assholes. They sound like
They,
assholes.
they sound like
Yeah.
assholes. Did you give your answer? Your number, Ed? What do you rate it?
What did you guys rate it?
I said a 3.
Ren, what was you?
Oh, I was right around there too, like 3, I guess. Yeah.
9.
Sticking with your.
Just good.
Well,
Go
I'll
with
say
9.
I did have a
No, this is a shitty answer.
worst-
Shitty question, shitty answer. This is
Yeah.
a terrible episode. What the fuck are we doing to people?
I did have a good
Rehashing these things that should have been buried.
worst
forever.
advice possible. Even right when you read the title of it, it was already coming to me.
Okay, well, let's go ahead then. By all means.
They should only invite the plus one and the spouses to the party, not their actual friends, but just who the friend would, their plus one, and then just the spouses. So no one that they actually know. Just invite complete strangers to their wedding.
All right, I'm gonna say invite everybody, invite all your friends, high school friends, like hundreds, if not thousands of people. Even people you like vaguely know. Like I worked with them at a hot dog stand when I was 14. Like everybody, and elope. Don't
invite them and then don't
invite
show up.
everybody.
And then don't go.
Don't show up. Don't show up. Just elope and then send like a psych out message. Leave your gifts at the door, and and have it be
if I had like 80 grand to blow, I would totally do that.
have it be a destination wedding. so like they
Pay
like,
for the
it's like
travel.
everyone
Yeah.
you know has to go to like Cabo San Luca.
Yeah, like
And
tell them
don't
they'll pay them back when they get there, and then don't. Be
Yeah,
there.
yeah. And then don't show up, and then try to make a play for the gifts anyway.
Destination wedding. Holy crap! I've never been to. That's nuts.
Yeah.
I kind of had a destination wedding.
Yeah. No,
Well,
well,
my
you're
wife's- my
living
wife's-
there. That's not a destination if you already
Well, yeah,
live
but
there.
my wife, I wasn't living there.
Yeah,
My wife's
you live
German,
there.
my wife's
Yeah.
German though, so she had to. So
Yeah,
you know,
so
anybody
people
that
live
came had to go
there.
to
Yeah.
Germany. So, you
So
know,
in
hey,
Germany? Oh,
I
okay.
got married in Germany. I don't know what I agreed to because it was in German. I got no idea.
Yeah.
They could have my eternal soul for all I know. I was like, yeah. It's the same thing. I'm like, sure, I'm in.
You didn't record it? Have a archivist? See what they said.
No, we don't have an archivist.
Glenn, what was your worst
We did-
advice?
Oh, my advice, I think. So, like she said in the answer, don't be specific about it in the invitation. You know, just be kind of like you're invited, and then anybody who comes and does end up bringing us, you know, somebody else, then have an event where everybody else gathers around for each couple, stand the two of them up there, and then everybody votes which person they like more. And the person that gets kind of voted out, they have to leave on the spot there.
That's good.
Do
That's
that
pretty
for
good.
everybody in front of everybody.
solid.
Send home the worst person.
I'm gonna give you the. I'm gonna vote for you.
Yeah,
That's bad advice.
I agree. That's good. I think you bought
Alright.
yourself enough time to come up with a better worst advice.
Yeah, you gotta go first. You gotta go first next episode. All right. Well, this episode is shitty. It's shitty. It's shitty questions, shitty answer. I'm changing my 9s and my 8s to 3s, both 3s. I don't want to
Both
throw off
3s.
skew our numbers.
Yeah.
This is a bad episode. If you've gotten this far, we're sorry.
That's a
We'll be
lot of
better.
agreeing.
We'll be better next time.
Yeah.
That was all three of them.
Right.
Yeah, it was a bad.
Well, you know, when
episode.
we try not to peruse what we're reading, so sometimes you get those melons. But I
man.
do, yeah.
There's a comment section on this thing. Oh my God, there's like 100% agree. And there's one person that says, I basically just wrote the same thing. So like there's comments on the comments. Holy smokes, there's a lot of comments. I disagree with you. I think it's very nice to invite a significant other you don't know well, but not at all required.
I just find these
I'm
super
so
old
glad that they
comments.
leave the comment.
I'm looking
I know,
at
and
Dear
some of these
Sally.
people have like a lot of comments. I can definitely chime in here. No shit, you can't.
Unsolicited suggests you invite everyone and then choose.
How's that saying go? If your friend had his wife at his own wedding, then he must have her at your wedding.
That's not a saying. You said that.
That-
You just wrote it.
Oh Jesus. Making comments, except for comments on unsolicited videos, of course, is pretty ridiculous. I almost never do it. That's not true. Sometimes I'm in a lot of Facebook groups, you know, specialized little Facebook groups. I make comments on there, but not
I'm
like
sorry.
publicly. I don't. No, it's come on, it's good. I'm in a Facebook group called "I'm putting this in my asshole," and you can either help or you can fuck off. It's a great Facebook group. It's wonderful. It's just basically pictures of things people are considering putting in their assholes. Sometimes it's greatly exaggerated. It's funny. It's an amusing site to be on. Yeah, the groups are the best part of Facebook, man.
Thanks for
I mean,
watching.
Oh yeah, sorry. Are you cutting? Are we done? Yeah. Thanks for watching, people. Comment. Let us know what your worst advice is, or you know, you can attack
Mhm.
us if you'd like. We don't really care.